Stay doing this. But what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another daily range case study on US30. And without further ado, let's get right on into the chart. So, if you guys haven't noticed, yesterday I didn't do a daily range because this is the price action we had. It was literally shit. So I'm not even going to talk about it. It was just a classic trending day. It is what it is. But today, nonetheless, we did have some good price action where we did have a move I was able to catch today. I'm going to show you where and why I was able to catch it. So first thing I'm going to do is mark up the previous day's high and the previous day's low. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the 12 a.m. open. Then I'm going to get the Asian session range. So if you guys are new to watching these videos, then you might not understand why I do these three things: get the Asian range, the previous day's highs and lows, and the 12 a.m. open, because this is my overall outline for what I like to see in price. Based off of this right here, these three indications, I can see a lot of I can get an overall analysis and overall bias based off of these things. And I'm going to show you what those things are talking about. So the first thing I want you guys to realize, and what I want you to point your eyes to, is the previous day's high and the previous day's low right here. This is the high. Even though this is the high with the wick, the high with the body is right here. So I'm going to use this for a reason, and that reason is to draw the fib from this low to this high. So we drag that over, and then boom. What's the first thing we see? We see that price had a specific reaction from here and here. So this is a very simple thing to do. I like to do this when I'm looking for overall continuations on a daily trend. So if, say, the previous day is bullish like this day, I'm going to be looking for a possible retracement to see price go higher. So even though price came below it, the 79%, it had this little false break right here before traveling higher. If you go to a higher time frame such as the 30-minute or the hour, you see how price slowly starts to hold above these levels. And if you go to the 4-hour, you see price was only wicks in these areas. So even though in the 15-minute is not as clean, nonetheless on the higher time frames, this area made sense. The next thing I want you to point your eyes to, I want you to pay attention to this area right here and this area right here. Why these areas? Because this is the high of the day and this is the low of the day. So we have this low of the day at the 79% of this fib long at what? Be at this 32,800 big figure level. It didn't tap right into it, but if you go to a different broker or a different liquidity feed, more than likely price did tap into this level. But in this case scenario, price missed it maybe by like a pip. So I'm just going to say it tapped into it, because say I go over here, I'm going to go to a different US30 chart. Okay. All right. But we're going to go to a different US30 chart. So I'm going to go to this one right here. And as you see here, we missed it by a little bit more. Now that's 33,000. So, okay, maybe not, but you guys get what I'm saying. On a different broker, more than likely, price did tap into this level. But this is what we have. We have this. I'm going to just say in the annotation that price made the low of the day at what time? At 11:30 at a fib long. So at 11:30 a.m., we have the low of the day after tapping into the fib long at what level? At 32,800 allegedly. It didn't tap into it, but on most cases, price isn't going to miss a big figure level like this. And now another thing we're going to do is we're going to slowly go to a higher time frame, and we're going to see if there's any potential order blocks that price traded into. So the 1 hour, the 4 hour. Let's zoom in a little bit, and I see that right here we have this last down candle before this up move. So I'm going to draw this over just like this, and I'm going to turn it into my order block. Go back to the 15-minute, draw it over, and boom, you see price traded right into the high of that order block at this time with all these. So I'm going to add that into this also. So price did all of these things and also tapped into that 4-hour order block. So this is why I personally was able to catch these longs. I didn't catch the long in here. I was looking to catch the long right here, and this is the move that I did catch before reversing and getting my runner stopped out. But nonetheless, I still was able to catch a 1 to 2 trade based off of this analysis. So if you go back in time, this is what I was looking at when price was starting to reject. I was paying attention to the time, 9:15. So going into 9:30, I was anticipating a potential run above. Why? Because I saw we were making the low of the day. We were holding this 32,900 level, and we were also tapping into this order block and holding this fib long. And I knew that yesterday was also a previously bullish day, so that's what gave me the overall confidence to want to take this long. And then from here, you see 9:30 hit, 9:45, and then we got that big expansion. And from here, I was already out majority of the position, and then price overall ended up coming back down. But then later on in the day, what happened? Price came, made the low of the day, almost tapped into 32,800, came back to 79%, and ran above all the way up to here. And then what happened here? What do I tell you guys when you're looking for reversal setups? What you're targeting on reversal New York reversal setups, you're going to be targeting the Asian session highs or lows or the London session highs or lows, and vice versa when when you're looking for London continuations. When you're looking for London continuations, you're going to target the Asian session highs and you're going to target the New York session highs and lows. So those are two different things. So right here, we have this high of the day at what level? Price traded into 33,200, which is a big figure level right here. And then also what happened, if you look to the left, we have this the London session high that was made at 3 in the morning. And if you pull it all the way over, you see price ran right above that high and immediately started coming down lower. So at what time this was? This was 1845, which is about, I think, 7:45. So we have the high of the day at 7:45 after trading into 33,200, along with trading after, what am I going to say? It cleared the London session high. Just like that. So cleared the London session high and also traded right above this 12 a.m. open right here. So this is why price overall did what it did and overall kept this overall downtrend. So also what you could potentially do is if you look at the previous day's high again, and then now you use this low that was down here, and you could pull your fib from there. I haven't checked if this was a move, but if you pull it down, you see just like that. You also have this fib short right here. So we're also going to annotate this also. Plus you have the fib short from the previous day's high to the current day's low. And then from here, you see price overall just started to move down very swiftly, rejecting just like that. So it came above the 12 a.m. open, cleared the London session high, traded into the fib short, traded into 33,200 big figure level, and then price started to drop. So this is majority. What happened is nothing crazy today. It was a little choppy nonetheless, but even with this choppiness, you're still able to catch these setups in the midst of all the bullshit, basically. So there's not really much else to show you guys here. It was pretty self-explanatory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the schematic. So what happened? We had the Asian session range, just like this. London session didn't really do much. We had a big drop, and then New York session, price came up, cleared the low, and then from here, traded right above that London session high before reversing again. So this is a very clean example of a New York reversal, and you can see it very clearly. Even though it didn't continue moving bullish, the ideal targets when you're looking for New York reversals is targeting the London session highs or lows and the Asian session highs. In this case, the Asian session high wasn't ran through, but the London session high was targeted, and you can see this very cleanly, cleared those highs and immediately came right below. So this is a very clean example of it, and this is going to be something that you would want to replicate in the future for sure. So with that being said, this is really all I have for you guys today. This is going to be something that you ideally want to look for in the future, because setups like this, they happen every single day, every single week, every month, all of that. So if you were able to learn anything from this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not in the Telegram, so you can get this screenshot, make sure you screenshot this video. And if you're not in the Telegram, you're missing out, because we're currently at 325 members and we're growing day by day. I send my trades live. If you wanted to see the trade that I sent live before I took the trade, join the Telegram, because I called it out. Even though I didn't go live today because I woke up a little late and the market was looking a little bit choppy, I didn't want to give anyone any bad trade ideas, so I just traded by my own. But with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you share the video if you enjoyed it. Make sure you study. Make sure you take this screenshot and put it into your journal. And that's really it. So make sure you stay motivated by the fear of being average. And I'll see you all tomorrow to end the week, and we can see what we can do with tomorrow's live trading session. So with that being said, I'll see you all in the morning, and I'll see you soon.